If you want to make 20 to 50, even $100,000 online as an online coach, you probably know by now that most of your sales are going to be made in the DMs. Having conversations in the DMs is the fastest way to nurture somebody, warm them up, and invite them to a sales call without getting their phone number, email, all of that back and forth stuff. Okay. But the problem is most people do DMs completely wrong. And what I mean by this is that if I looked into your business right now and I said, hey, show me all the conversations you're having with your potential leads, you might pull up your DM inbox and it's probably super unorganized. It's probably messy. It's probably busting at the seams, and you probably have no idea who you're supposed to follow up with. And if you do know who you're supposed to follow up with, you're probably using a Google Sheet or maybe even a journal to keep track of all that. And I'm going to tell you, that'll get you to 10K, 20K, but if you're going to try to scale to 50 or 100K, you're going to be limited, and that's not going to work anymore. Okay, especially if you're selling high ticket coaching priced between $2,000 to $10,000. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a scalable way to manage your DMs, to book more calls, sell more high ticket coaching clients, and scale your business so you can have the financial freedom that you've been wanting from your business. All right, so before we jump in, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. I create daily content just like this to help coaches grow and scale their online coaching businesses. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the computer and I'll show you my system and how it works. All right, so we're pulled up here on the software that I use. It's called Go High Level, okay? This is the homepage of Go High Level. Go High Level is a marketing platform, an all-in-one marketing platform that does all the things you need. Everything from running your website, hosting your community, having a phone number, having the ability to text leads, scheduling. The list legit goes on. And this one software alone runs almost all of my business as well as all of my clients' businesses. Because as part of the service that I help them with is getting them installed on this. I want everyone to have a scalable system. No more Google Docs and softwares that are just held together by duct tape and bubble gum. Okay, we need a robust system because if we're trying to scale beyond ourselves and help a lot of people, we've got to have a strong back end. Okay, so this software here is awesome. Okay, if you work with us, we give this to you for 90 days for free. If you want to set up all these systems yourself, you can just go to highlevel.com. It comes with a 14-day free trial, and you're probably just going to need the $97 offer option. Okay, so now let's jump into the actual system and show you how it works on the inside. This is my CRM. Okay, CRM stands for Client Relationship Management Tool, right? And we use this in the sales front to keep everything organized. This right now, as you can see up here, this is as Messenger pipeline. These are all of my Instagram DMs, all of them. And it helps me manage them because if I didn't, like I shared with you, I was trying to bookmark things on my phone, flag things, and it was a mess. Even using Facebook Business Suite, mess. Here on the other end, totally different. Okay. You can create automations in here. And like I have, so where when somebody responds, so I'll actually just show that to you right here. It's a very simple workflow of when somebody responds to me on Instagram. Okay, so they respond in Instagram, automatically they get added to a pipeline. And a pipeline is just like how you keep track of all your leads, right? This is my Messenger pipeline and they go in as a new lead. So let's come back to over here. Anyone that's responded to me is now in this pipeline. So you can see I have 2,047 leads or people who responded to my DMs or sent me a message, okay? All these people get automatically added here. And then from here, we have conversations with them in the DMs, and we can do that through this platform. I'll show you in a second. And our job is just to move them, right? So if someone's DMing us and we think they're potentially a good fit, we're automatically gonna move them to prospecting. So right now there's 11 people in my pipeline who we think could be good fits for our offer and we might invite to a call, right? So our job as a team is to keep this thing clean. And every day, anybody in here, we're gonna message and see if we can't move them over to the next stage, which over here is call offered. So we typically invite to call, be like, hey, you wanna hop on a quick call? We can walk you through what we do to see if we can help. And if they say, yes, great. But we're asking permission before we just drop a link. Okay, so that's here. Next one, booking link sent. They say, yes, I would love to connect. Great. Link sent, and we move them over here. And then we have the last one, which is follow up. When someone says, I love a call with you, but I don't have time this week. Can we do next week? Or, hey, I'm going on a trip. I'd love to connect, but just not right now. Okay, no problem. We'll reach out to you in a couple weeks. And we move them into follow up. Okay, this is a very simple pipeline. I've done some that are like, reach out 1 happened, reach out 2, reach out 3, which we'll typically do if we're running like paid ads and we're paying and buying leads, because I don't want a lead to ever go missed. Because, if we spend 10, 20, 30 bucks on a lead, we want to make the most out of it. So you can even have more pipelines than like you'll see in here. This is just my DM pipeline. I've got different ones. I like systems and organization, But what this does here, to kind of rewind and back up, is this allows no one to fall through the cracks. My team every day looks at anybody who's in these 4 tabs here and sees, do we need to keep this conversation going? And if we do, we can do it directly in this app. Okay, awesome platform. So like I said, I automated all the responses. When someone responds, they get added here. Now, the cool part, like I mentioned, is I can have conversations inside this platform too. So let me just show you an example. This is an old barbell club that I used to have, and I use it to test like all my automations and stuff like that. But inside of here, inside of Go High Level, there's a conversations tab. Okay, this fills up with any unread messages you have from Instagram. It's gonna populate directly into that conversations tab. Any email that you get, it's gonna populate there. Any text message that your business gets, it's gonna be there. And eventually you can hire somebody to manage that inbox. So for us, we have 2 people who work from 9 to 5. So like one person works in the morning, one person works in the afternoon, and their whole job is just to respond and keep this inbox empty. Because if we can keep it empty, we can keep inviting people to calls and move them closer along. This is how you build a sustainable business, right? You've got somebody, it's probably you at the start, who can respond to these messages, invite to calls, keep the inbox clean, and have constant communication from 9 to 5 during business hours. Now, some people I know have it around the clock. If they're running ads, they might have people in the Philippines answering after hours. We don't do that. We like to keep it more professional. I don't know if it's professional, but we like to keep it just normal business hours. Okay, so let me just give you an example of this. So this is, again, my Instagram account testing some automations, but you can see this little icon here. It says Instagram DM, and also over here it says Instagram DM, right? So this is just me responding to the messages I have in my inbox. So as they're coming in, I can respond real time. Now, if I have this contact's phone number and email, it's also going to show me here, say Instagram DM, one will say SMS, and one will say email. And you can just toggle between the two to send the right message to the right person. Really cool. And there's also inside of here, kind of getting into the features here, but I can use like templates. So I might have like templates and stuff like that. I'll give you an example of some templates that we use. But you could have a template that's a text message the night before for a phone call. So I could just click this here, use template. It could be like, hey, Chucktown. Again, yeah, it's Matt. We have a call scheduled for tomorrow at this time, but I haven't got a confirmation for you yet. Can you send me back yes, just to know you're on for the call? So you can create a lot of like little quick messages like that. Our sales team uses them for confirmations, just like you saw, and stuff like that. So that's cool. But let me show you how this connects to what I showed you before in the opportunities tab, because this is how you're going to grow a business. This is how you're going to scale. This is how you're going to run paid ads profitably. What you can do here while you're having conversations, like, because again, it's going to be you at the start, and eventually you'll be able to hire somebody, a VA, to do this for you. But you're going to be responding to people inside of this tab. And let's say that this person's a new lead, and right off the bat, you're like, I based on this response, I think they're actually a good fit. I'm going to move them to prospecting. You can do that directly in this conversations tab without having to go back and forth between tabs. I can go over here. This little button's a shortcut for the opportunities tab. I can click this, and then I can this is essentially their card, right? So this right here is the same as like a card is over here. Okay. That's all it is. We just call it a card. Okay, so what I can do here is if I can click on the card, it'll open it up just like if I clicked a card on this opportunities tab. Okay, I don't want to do this because some of these conversations are with clients, so I won't open it up. But when I do click it up, it's going to open up the card. This is my contact information. This is the pipeline. And let's just pretend that, this is in that messenger pipeline, right? Which is the same one over here. I'll leave it a messenger pipeline, and then I can just move the stage. Because I think this person's a good candidate, I'm going to immediately move them to call prospecting. Okay, and I'll push update. And now if I come back over here to the opportunities tab, you'll see here is that lead, right? So then they're in the right tab. And I can move and just drag and drop this person when I do like invite to call and stuff like that from this tab, or like what most of my team does is we'll be in here and we send them a link in the message, be like, here's the link, boom, and then just like insert. I'd send it just like that, and it shows like who it came from. Awesome. I can come back over here and I can now move this person to booking link sent, update, right? And then if I come back to my opportunities tab, you'll now see that the card is over here and booking link sent. And every day, my job and our team's job is we work from right to left. We come over here, we say, okay, cool, look, these are the people who are in follow-up. Let's make sure we reach out to them if we need to. If we sent them a booking link to book a sales call, we're gonna follow up first thing. If we invited them to a call, we're gonna see if they responded. If they didn't, hey, just wanna check back in. Do you still interested in that call, right? Prospecting, if these people fell off conversation, we're gonna hit them up here and continue to move them to the right, okay? So it's really simple. So now all our job is as business owners is how can we get more new leads? How can we get more DMs coming in? How can we filter them? And we can build a system around this to where the inputs of new DMs lead to new calls being booked. And this is how we grow a business. It's not that hard, right? The same thing goes for text messages, emails, etc., like all of that stuff. I have a different pipeline. I'll hop in on that real quick. This one looks very identical, right? Website lead. So this comes from someone opts into a free training or a lead magnet, right? Prospecting means that we're responding back and forth. Call offered, link sent. And then we have more pipeline stages on the far right once somebody books a call. So that our sales team manages that. So this is how you can grow a successful coaching business. It's by being organized and being focused and having a process and structure to help you to keep moving things along. Because before I had this, like I said, I was so messy. I was flagging conversations, I was marking as unread, and things got buried in my inbox. Like at any time, I could only see like 5 conversations on my phone on the DMs, and things got lost. And here, not gonna get lost, okay? So if you guys want help setting this up, this is what we do in the Coach's Growth Accelerator. We help people set this up, solidify their marketing strategy, both organic and paid, and we help them scale by using systems. Okay, so if you want help with that, if you're like, Matt, this is awesome. Like this system, I think would be a game changer for me. Go ahead and click a link below to book a call with my team. On the call, we'll go over exactly what we do to see if we can help and if it's a good fit. All right, so if that sounds interesting, book a call below, and we look forward to speaking with you then. Peace.